Well, happy Monday to everyone. As you see here at my office, it's a Hawaiian shirt Monday. I hope you all like it. I just spent about 10 minutes doing this review and realizing afterwards that I just took a snapshot of myself. So that's how my Monday is starting off. I'm sure the rest of the week will be a lot better. Anyway, today I am doing an updated version of an addendum to my review of Avast. Something has come up that I think people should be aware of with Avast and their customer service, which I really don't like and people really need to know about. Like I've said in the past, Avast, they have some of the best software out there. I use Avast free on my computers and I recommend it to people. And I use Avast mobile on my Android phone. Avast free, the problem with that, as it always has been, is you only can register it for a year. And at the end of the year, you have to re-register it again. And they basically try and fool you at that time into upgrading to a pay version. And a lot of people and a lot of my customers have not realized that and they pay, which I don't particularly like. Now you can go to another good solution is AVG. You can go to them, but the problem with AVG is it's a little bit bulkier. But in this day and age, with i3, i5, and i7 processors in a lot of computers and fourth generation and 6 or 8 gigs of RAM, it's not too bad. Where you used to have McAfee and Norton on the old XP days when you were lucky to have a gig and a 1 gigahertz processor, and they would literally bog down your computer. So you can always go to AVG because AVG doesn't make you register. They don't. They don't make you and they don't ask you every year to renew. It's just free the whole time. You may want to, and they do their updates. Uh, on the phone, there's a free version of it. I like the pay version better just because it's got more bells and whistles. If your phone's rooted, it's got extra features. You can take pictures. You can actually control it from a web-based interface if somebody's stolen your phone or it's lost. There's a ton of extra features on there, but that doesn't mean the free one isn't still good. Anyway, let's get back to Avast customer service. As I told you in the past, it is horrible, but now they have hit a new low. Apparently, Avast has partnered in with one of those companies you see out there that will quote unquote clean your computer for you remotely. And a lot of these companies are charging a couple hundred, $200 to $300 for a year or 2 year subscription. Recently I had this customer call me one day, one of my old regular customers. So she asked for me specifically. And I went out there and looked at her computer for her. And she had gotten a pop up. And, I looked at that. And then she said she had talked to Avast and that she had paid for a subscription to the premium version of Avast, which I wasn't thrilled with. I told her I wish she had called me. But after looking through her computer and checking her programs, I realized she still had the Avast free version. So I'd asked her how much she spent. It turned out she spent with tax over $190. So she showed me the receipt. Well, it turned out that she had called Avast for support when she either had gotten a pop-up or it was getting set to expire and she wanted to ask questions. And they have a partner, like I said, that apparently cleans computers out for you remotely. And these are just like any of those scams you see out there where, somebody will call and say they're from Microsoft and you've got problems with your computer, or you got a pop-up saying calling Microsoft when Microsoft will never contact you, or, you get a pop-up, your computer's infected, call this number and they'll clean it up for you. And all of them are just BS. I mean, even the ones that do things, they'll give you free programs like CClean, free version of CCleaner, or free malware, the free version of Malwarebytes. They might put free Office on there for you, like LibreOffice, or there's a couple other Open Office, Sun. So, they completely jerk you around. So after looking at her computer and realizing that and discussing it, I finally had to tell her that her best bet was to call them back and ask for her money back. Now, again, customer support, it's really a shame. I honestly do think Avast has some of the best product software out there. The free version of Avast cannot be beat. And the mobile version of Avast is the best as far as I'm concerned. But that doesn't mean there are not other options. I mean, the problem is if you're not paying for it, they're not going to give you support over the phone. And if you pay for it, then you're stuck with really one of the definitely the worst customer support in the antivirus industry that I've run across. So she called them back and asked for her money back, and they refused, and they were rude to her on the phone. And she called me back a couple times, and I had told her before I left, I said, your best bet is that they won't give you a refund. Call the credit card company and charge it back. And because they did not do anything, they didn't clean out her computer, they didn't do anything. They spent an hour on it supposedly, and with no results. And I can verify that for her. I can write her a written statement, and I've been down that road before. And she'll get her money back. It may take 90 days, maybe more, depending on how quickly the second their partner company responds to it. But what kind of company does that? That sends you to an external company that will scam you out of money. You know, Avast is doing that now. So now their reputation takes a hit also. They won't give you a refund. They won't work with you. They won't do anything. She'll more than likely get her money back eventually. Um, the other thing I would tell you, you know, is there are alternatives out there. I have said all along Avast is the best. But again, in this day and age with beefier computers with better processors and more RAM, you can put AVG free on there, even though like I said, it's a little bit bulkier, the AVG free version on there, and it'll be fine. You won't really notice anything on your phone if you're using an Android phone and using Avast. I mean, all the major players have ones out there that are free versions, AVG, McAfee, Norton, and then there's ones that are just based for Android, like Lookout, which comes with most Samsung-based phones I've seen, and none of them are bad. Um, you know, I mean, you just got to realize that AVG is not worth paying for, and they've hit a new low by going in and using this third party to help to run this kind of scam. It's like, you know, I'm sure they're getting a cut of it, but it's unethical and it's not right, and it's just bad customer support. So again, I mean, be aware of this. I mean, because even if you pay for the AVG, you're still going to have problems with customer support. I had problems with them. That's why I did my last review. I mean, I use the AVG. I pay $19, $20 a year for the premium version on the phone, and I couldn't get it to transfer over to my main user account. And then all of a sudden, it was doing all kinds of things. So again, just be careful. Use the free versions. Don't let them send you anywhere else. If you are using a paid version, you have to call them. And be careful out there, whatever you do. It's Monday again. Hope you guys make it through the week. It's hot as anything in Austin. It's going to be 100 here today. That's where I am. Hopefully it's a little cooler where you're at. Have a great week.